So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And this is now today's lineup.
There are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard to bet against this guy Tielemans, Peter, having a telling influence here. He's best deployed in a central midfield position, and it's from there he can really influence the team's possession. He can dictate games and get his passing right pretty much every time in terms of length, pace and weight.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Cucurella cuts it out. Caicedo. Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro. James. For Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's Amadou Onana.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's João Pedro. There's the shot! There it is! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The goal scorer after 4 minutes is number 20, João Pedro.
So, a breakthrough already. Camera. Played out to the left flank. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Lindelof. Tielemans. He's picked his way through. Pedro Neto concedes a free kick for that. Lindelof to McGinn. Gets a good foot in there. And that's going right the way across. Garnacho. Camera. To McGinn. And he skips past his man. Cash. And here's Tielemans. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Watkins. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Palmer. Garnacho providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been knocked clear. In once more. It is a corner, good chance. Chelsea with the corner, they're first. Chelsea can try it again now. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, it's terribly wayward. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tielemans. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tielemans. Throw in. Now it's Pedro. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. James. And claimed it back swiftly. Onana. And Madsen. Now it's Pedro. And it's Caicedo. Just eases him off the ball. Onana. Lindelof. And Madsen. Onana. It's not an especially good pass, that. Camera. Now it's Watkins. Cucurella kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Garnacho. Tielemans. Cash. Now Konsa. Lindelof. Camera. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Tielemans. Cash has it in a wide position. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep. Up he goes!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right...
Has a shot! And he's done very well to deal with it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries a deft little ball. And the shot! Loose ball. In he goes again! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Watkins. Palmer. And it's Caicedo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Out to the left it goes. That's good play. Palmer. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Watkins. Chalobah wins the duel this time. It's a good run down the right, and it's made its way to him. Now this could be a chance. He's had it taken off him. Onana did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Watkins. Not the most accurate pass. Palmer. Now James. Garnacho. Fired deep towards the back post. And that should get the job done.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Now it's Pedro. Opts for safety. Tielemans. Camera. Oh, that's fabulous. Madsen. Pedro Neto. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Watkins. Palmer. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's looking to catch him up. And here's Palmer. Gusto gets into a good position. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, that's a fine interception. Camera. Madsen. To Camera. Lindelof. Now Konsa. Cash. Now it's McGinn. He's found a way through. What a throw in. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
João Pedro. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's not got that quite right. And it's Tielemans. Now it's Watkins. Stood up well to him there. The ball has bounced loose now. Caicedo. Cucurella. That's a shade optimistic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to...
And he's had a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Tielemans. To McGinn. Cucurella. And it's Caicedo. For Palmer. Pedro Neto. And he cuts out the supply. Lindelof. And it's Amadou Onana. And it's Tielemans. Done delicately. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Camera. Now Konsa. Cash. Konsa. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Caicedo. That has been slung wide. Pinches it off him. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Palmer. Now it's Watkins. Foot in. Well, that has not gone well. McGinn. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cash. And Madsen. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. James kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a pretty loose pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Cash. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's looking wide. He's in plenty of space here. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. And he gets rid in a hurry. João Pedro looking to add to his goal. Pedro Neto. In with the challenge.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to...
And it's been given away. Cash. To McGinn. Now it's Tielemans. He's shifting through the gears here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Caicedo. Fofana. Pedro Neto. And it's Gusto. Garnacho has created one goal already. That's a decent clearance. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's a good ball out wide. McGinn. Chalobah gets rid without sophistication. He is through here. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. Lindelof defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Konsa with the clearance. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Watkins. Gusto for Palmer. Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. João Pedro. He gets big! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Tielemans, and it's Tielemans. Here's Onana. Tielemans.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. Can he get on the end of this?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Madsen. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted. Tielemans. Lindelof. And Madsen.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Beyond the defence. Now it's Watkins. Spread it left. Watkins! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Watkins deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Onana. Pass somewhat off target. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Chelsea are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Here we go again then. Chelsea carrying a 1-goal lead. Cash. And here's Tielemans. James. Garnacho. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chelsea have their third corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Watkins. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Garnacho. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Cucurella crosses. Palmer! Denied by an instinctive save.
Palmer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's ambitious. Onana. To Camara. And it's Tielemans. Now it's Watkins. Played out to the right. Cucurella. Cucurella goes on a charge down the left. Camara turns back here, probably the best option. Cash. Konsa. Here's Onana. Camara. Tielemans. Lindelof cuts out the pass. Camara. And it's Amadou Onana. Over to the left. Pedro Neto goes steaming forward. Matson. Onana. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Cash. And Lindelof. Matson.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. It's pretty much standard practice these days.
Camara. To Watkins. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. McGinn. Camara. Onana. And it's Amadou Onana. Cash. And it's Amadou Onana. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's let fly! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Garnacho. And it's Cucurella.
Such good technique.
And he's managed to get free. And the shot! That's another chance! McGinn. Cash. Here's Onana. Camara. And it's Amadou Onana. James does really well to win the ball there. Here's the return pass. Now it's Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Tielemans. Now it's Watkins. Now it's Tielemans. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has not gone well. Tielemans. Played out wide. Cash. Looking for options for movement. And the cross comes in. Oh, there's a probing ball. So we've reached the hour mark. Spread out to the left. Caicedo. Oh, this looks sharp. Played into space out wide. Oh, he's been caught, hits it first time! Fair effort, he reacted well.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Chelsea get their fourth corner. And it's hoisted clear. Cash tries to clear. They're up to 5 corners now. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
He has found the way through. Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
And it's Tielemans. Quality ball. Garnacho. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. The corner count is rising. That's 6. And he's there to clear it. Sends it crossfield. Cleared without hesitation. That's a throw. Now it's Pedro Neto. Nice control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cash. That's Tielemans. McGinn. To Camera. Cash. It'll be a throw-in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Caicedo does well to get it back. Garnacho. He's got away. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Caicedo. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Watkins. McGinn to Watkins. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Gets into some space. Cross into the box.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Konsa. Camera. Now it's Watkins. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That's been cut out, well played. Buendia. That's an imaginative pass. And that has been cleared. Gusto goes sliding in. Cucurella. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Watkins. James charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Buendia. Oh, that is a nice touch. Garnacho. And it's James. Pings it across, terrific header! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Incoming delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Joao Pedro. And it's Palmer. Cucurella. And he's forced to go back. Madsen to Camera. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Onana. Camera. Now it's Watkins. Over to the left.
Might want to be careful there.
Palmer. Konsa gets over and intercepts. Camera. Now Konsa. He's gone forward. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Quick look, gets his head on it! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Konsa. McGinn. Camera. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's taking on the lot of them. In towards the back stick. Martinez claims it without any fuss. Cucurella, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Cross needs to be good. Pinches it off him. Chelsea have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Great ball and shapes to shoot! And it's come back out to him. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
He's picked his way through. Now it's McGinn. And that's gone loose.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's played in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Wriggles his way through. Palmer succumbs to the pressure. Buendia. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's McGinn. Nicely weighted ball. Chelsea close now to seeing this one through to the end. Oh, nice touch. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's gone for goal! That's got him rattled. Garnacho, who's on a run down the left wing. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Watkins. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Konsa.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Watkins. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That's a sharp pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Sancho. Cucurella going full steam ahead down the left flank. Camera. Sancho does really well to win the ball there. And that will be the final act. Chelsea can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. João Pedro picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter. A high-octane start at that, and they set the tone and never really let go. As good as it can get.
Car parked outside the stadium gate.